Hello viewers, this is Zenithia. Welcome back to my playthrough of Dragon Quest V and of the Heavenly Bride for the Nintendo DS. And we have finally found Zenithia, after barreling through the Diggery Pokery. Look, look, hang on, I can breathe. I was sure I wouldn't be able to, what with being underwater and all. Look, did you see that huge fish just swim past? So the old castle's as waterlogged as a log full of water, eh? It's gonna be fun, fun, fun drying the place out. Away with you, mold, away! So, let's check the place out. Here's the second floor. It's not Zenithia now, eh? It's Zenithia. Ha ha ha! Oh, you didn't like that one. That was bad, Doc. I can't help feeling a bit down in the dumps here. It's sad to see something that was once so grand in such a state. I'm more of a breaststroke man than a crawler myself. The crawl's so gosh darned hard. Shame I don't have my aqua jammies with me. I could have shown you my moves. Okay, Doc. Yes, this stuff on the floor is blocking our progress in several areas. It's enough to make an old fellow cry. Just joshin' with ya. I'm not really blubbin'. Well, shoot. Would you look at that? Now the castle's at the bottom of this lake. Practically every room's flooded. The whole shebang. I've been scratching my noggin now for a month of sun-diddly-undays, but I still can't figure out why the place fell out of the sky. What's that? Was this castle airborne 20 years ago? I can't tell you, friend. Let me see. How many decades ago did I leave now? Oh, I guess I wasn't counting. Is this Zenithia, the castle in the sky? It's a bit different to how I expected. Is it just around the castle that there's air? It's a lot brighter than you would expect for somewhere that's underwater. Strange indeed. We are now on the third floor, the Great Hall of Zenithia. It's a bit damp, but it's still the same old castle. No monsters around here. I've always hated tidying my room, but I'm going to make sure I do it from now on. Ah, good for you, kiddo. Castles look much better when they're kept all nice. You know, I think I'm starting to like this underwater look. But you should have seen the place before. The beautiful garden, the great throne room. It was to die diddly-eye for. Let's head in here now. Now we'll go up diddly upstairs. The main part of the Great Hall. Just as I thought, there isn't a Zenithia in the whole place. Oh, bless my cotton socks, I almost forgot. There should be a secret staircase just behind the old throne here. Do you think it's all right for him to tell us a secret like that? A secret staircase? I'll find it, Dad. Don't you go finding it first, okay? Show me what you got, kiddo. Most reminiscent of Dragon Quest I and III. There's a secret staircase leading down. Madason, you're right diddly-ite on the ball, my friend. I really didn't think you'd find the hidden staircase. We did it, Dad. We found the stairs. So let's go down the stairs. This room's different from all the others. It has an air of magic to it. Oh, why don't you go a bit further, Madason? Sounds like a good idea. There's a weird kind of glowing. I wonder what it is. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. Well, let's head downstairs then. We're now in the Orb Altar. There's a switch there. Oh, I see a Silver Orb over here. A solitary Silver Orb shimmers forlornly atop it. Forlornly? Why? Let's check over to the right now. Gasp! Shock and horror! What in the name of high diddly ho? There should be a gold orb on this pedestal, but it's as empty as a heart full of sin. And there is a hole that someone has roped off. And this hole... I suppose it must have opened up when that evil Knievel one awoke long, long ago. Of all the rotten luck, the gold orb must have fallen out through it. Oh dear. I guess with only one orb left, the poor castle just couldn't. Just couldn't keep afloat, you mean? A gold orb? Do you know what he's on about, Dad? Dr Agon gave me a bit of a fright there, shouting out like that. What do you suppose it is he's looking at? Heorot examines the pedestal, but there's nothing there. Well, now we know why Zenithia crashed out of the sky, at least. I just wish to goodness I knew where the gold orb was. The pedestal's still got a bit of the old gold orb aura about it, though. Maybe with a spot of meditation, I could figure out where in the world the orb ended up. Sounds good to me, Doc. Dr. Agon closes his eyes and starts to gather his thoughts. Oh, we have some mist descending. Ah, Zenithia up in the sky. Oh, but what is this? Darkness invading from below? What vile sorcery is this? It's coming up to the cloud of Zenithia. What is happening here? Ah, looks like the gold orb fell out. And it seems to be landing at Uptaten Towers. I remember that place. And it is going down to one of the graves. There is me and Bianca, a long time ago. Well, that's good. Now the two of them can finally sleep peacefully together. Those ghosts who took over the place were a nasty bunch, eh? But it's the monsters who came along and killed all those poor innocent people who are the most to blame. Oh, what's that? What a pretty ball! I'll bet it's some kind of reward. We should take it with us. So, that's where we got the Gold Orb. Bianca takes the glowing Gold Orb and hands it to Madason. Madason acquires the Gold Orb. Hello, that's an interesting-looking gem you've got there. An interesting meeting. It's a Gold Orb, you say? Do you mind if I have a closer look? Yes, a fascinating meeting indeed. I'm the Prince of Coburg, the next in line to the throne. I expect you want to serve me by being my lackey, do you? Great. Wahaha! Now this is what I dub entertainment. Oi, oi, oi! I am still auditing some breath from this man. Madason, can you hear me? I must tell you. Your mother, she's still alive. Keep looking for your ma. Quite a fiend, that Ladia. Wahaha! It is always so beautiful thing to see the parent's love for the child. You do not need to concern, dear Pancras. Your beloved son will live the happy life as slave, working until the death for our great ruler. Con, Slon, carry away these precious children. Hey, what are we to do with this little saber cat? Set him liberal. In the wild, his savage nature will be returning at him. Wait, this small child has interesting ball about his person. Uh-oh. That's the Gold Orb, isn't it? Ladia takes the Gold Orb from Madason. I wonder, is this? Never mind. I will take care of it just in cases. Ladia squeezes the Gold Orb between his hands and mutters a chant. Swell. The orb shatters. Great. Wahaha! Then let us go. Come. You're going to suffer our vengeance one of these days, Ladia. Holy goddess, we're done diddly do hard for. The orb's been destroyed. Zenithia won't ever fly above the clouds. What is it, Doc? No, wait a diddly moment. The ship isn't sinking that easily. It's already sunk, don't you remember? If my old noggin's not failing me, I seem to remember a legend about the fairies creating the two orbs. Maybe we could ask the Faerie Queen to work her honeydew magic again and cook us up another one. The Faerie Queen, eh? You know, I've heard that there's a forest somewhere in the world that leads to the realm of the fairies. We have been through it. Hi diddly ho, it's a plan, Madason. I'll be waiting here. You run along and see what you can do, okay? Very well, Dr. Agon. What was that? I saw it. Was that boy? Was it you, Dad? Yes, it was, kiddo. This is making my head hurt. Did all that really happen? Are you okay, Dad? You look a bit pale. Don't cry or anything, will you? We are here for you, you know. So the fairies made the castle float? That's so cool! If my old noggin's not failing me... Yeah, you're saying the same thing, sir. So, we'll have to go back to Faerie Lee. So if we find the Gold Orb, the castle will float up in the sky again. It is to be hoped. I wonder if Dr. Agon's a bit lonely all by himself in the castle. Are we going to meet some fairies? Yay! I can't wait! Yes, this is technically when you need to go through the Neverglade to get back to the fairy realm. Now, getting out of here is pretty easy. We'll just head back up to the throne room. And from here, we can just zoom away. And we will actually be able to zoom back. Actually, wasn't there a nun at the Abbey who was talking about fairies? Fairies in storybooks have wings, and they always like playing tricks on people, too. I wonder if they're really like that. Well, Honey was a bit like that. Are we going to meet fairies? I'd love it if we really did. We have to make it daytime before we can get into the Abbey. Look at all those flowers. The sky and the sea are really pretty here, too. This place is an abbey, isn't it? I know these things. Are there only women living in this place? That's weird. Welcome to Heavens Above Abbey, a holy place of worship for women of the goddess. Heavens above, you're? Yes, I couldn't forget those kind eyes you have. So unlike my late husband, goddess rest his soul. If I remember rightly, you were traveling in search of your long-lost mother, weren't you? What? Now you've lost your wife as well? I see, she's been turned to stone. How terrible for you. Well, we shall all pray for you, that you find them both unscathed. Well, thank you, Nun. Do you think Mom would have come home if we said a prayer for her? I hate praying, but I'd give it a go if it would bring her back. I hope I get to see Mom soon. Oh, being here makes me feel all sleepy for some reason. Let's head back in. We make all of our own clothes and grow our own food here at the Abbey, you see. So we're used to making things for ourselves. I can cook. Well, I can boil an egg anyway. It happened for Maria. A dashing young prince on a dazzling white horse came to marry her and whisk her off into the sunset. Dear goddess, when will my prince come? Oops, I drifted off again. Mum will be so angry if she catches me daydreaming again. On with the cleaning, on with the cleaning. Why will her mum get angry? Do you think my mum will get angry with me? I prefer black horses myself. I like Dusty, though, obviously. She's been a big help. A rumor has reached me that there is a gateway to the realm of the fairies in a forest east of a town called Mostroferrado. That's the clue about the Neverglade. If such a fantastic world really existed, I should certainly like to see it for myself. The realm of the fairies, that sounds much more interesting than this place. This room is set aside for when we receive important lady guests. We've had young ladies from some of the richest families in the world staying with us here, you know. I did hear about Nera back in the day. You won't make Lena come and stay here, will you, Dad? It'd be lonely if she went away. No, I wouldn't send her here. Not if she didn't want to come anyway. No one is up in the belfry. So, let's stay here at the visitors' lodgings. Yet again, for free. Thank you, none of the above. The bed here was really comfortable. Can we stay here again? Morning, Dad. Another day, another step closer to our goal. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed you are, son. Well, in the next episode, we'll head back to Faerie and see if Treacle can help us find the Faerie Queen. This is Heartwrenching. I would like to thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time.